Hello, welcome. We are about to start for our presentation for Forsage Tron. How are you going to make some money with as little as 600 pesos? We are going to feature first the English presentation, or maybe I'll put the Tagalog first, and then we're going to go with the English. Okay? Thank you, sa heart. Hello, Filippo. Thank you for coming. Ventuno, April. Hello. Welcome. Filippo Ventuno, April. Okay. We'll just wait for some people to come in before we start the presentation. We're going to do the English first and then the Tagalog. Can I see who? What? Sorry? Feet? Why do you want to see my feet? Okay, I'm sorry. You might be in the wrong place right now. Why do you want to see my feet? Okay, this is a business presentation. This is not a live show. This is not feet show, okay? So you might want to look somewhere else if you want to see some feet. Okay, we'll just wait for a couple of minutes for some friends to come in. And then we're going to start. Okay, thanks, Yvette. Okay, let's just wait for some people, and about in another 5 minutes, we just need them to come at least about Okay. How did you find this live, Filippo? Hello, Bong Pastrera. Welcome. Gusto mo malaman paano kumita ng pera sa cryptocurrency? Stick around ka lang. Nod ka. Habang nandyan ka, ay, nasa ano ka pala, no, Canada? I don't know kung alam mo ang cryptocurrency, yung Tron, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and marami pang iba. So kung interested ka, stick around and papakita ko yung presentation. Paano kayo kikita sa cryptocurrency. It's lucrative yung income niya. Kaya eto, ginagawa ko siya. Nag-enjoy ako sa Tron ngayon. Kaya sinishare ko tong opportunity na to kasi madali siya. Hindi ka nagbebenta niyang mga gamot-gamot or mga, what do you call that, diet supplement. Ito is cryptocurrency. So, money begets money. So, kung interested ka, please stick around. Okay. Hintay-hintay lang tayo ng kaunti. Okay. Asa na ang tropa, ang grupo? Waiting for the group. Unbelievable. You guys are interested to make money online with cryptocurrency with as little as 600 pesos or $20. This is a business you can do. $20, that's it. If you have $20, you can do this business and you can earn from it over and over again without losing your $20, and you are gonna make more. Okay, so sige. This is a business you can do. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Mojos. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, that's good. Okay. If you are interested na kumita online lahat ito, online, as in 600 pesos, kikita ka na. Okay? You don't need so much to start here. Teka, share natin yung ating mga link. Share, okay? Paki-share na lang, guys. Okay, yung mga available dyan at gusto nyong naghahanap kayo ng pagkakakitaan online, eto yon, 600 pesos lang. Hindi ka magluluto. Luto na siya. Okay? And money din siya. Parang forex pero ito ay cryptocurrency. Okay? Hindi siya fiat money. Okay? Cryptocurrency or digital money. Okay? Alright. Okay, sige. I don't know kung malakas yung... Tingnan nga natin. Asan na ba? Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, sige. Sige, mag-start na tayo ng mga let's say another 5 minutes. Okay? Hindi tayo maghintay ng matagal. So, okay, 8 minutes. 8 minutes, exactly. We'll start. Nako, my phone is almost dead. Share. Let's share the link, okay? Please share the link, guys, para Please share. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I need to monitor that. Okay. Okay. Relax. Okay. Ayan. So, if you guys are interested, may mine, thank you for the hearts and the likes. Yes, like and share. Like and share nyo, guys. Kung hindi kayo interested, share nyo na lang sa iba. Okay? Baka merong iba kayong kakilala na naghahanap sila ng income Sa halagang 600 pesos, makakapag-start na sila dito sa Forsage Tron. Earning money from cryptocurrency na Tron or TRX. Okay? Let's go, guys. Share, share. Ayan, okay. Sige. Let's just, okay, another 5 minutes and we're going to start, okay? Another 5 minutes and we're going to start. Naririnig nyo, can you hear my voice or the music is too loud? I know, but in 5 minutes, we're going to start. Please stand by. We are going to start with English or rather Tagalog, and then we're going to do English version, okay? So please stick around if you like English. Or which one do you want me to play first, English or Tagalog? If you can comment, it would be great. Okay, guys, please share lang. Please share, guys, especially nasa Facebook. Please share. Okay. Exactly 3 minutes, we're going to start. Two minutes, we're starting. Okay, let's start. Okay, thank you so much. My name is Christine again. My name is Christine and I do Tron Forsage. So we'll probably do the Tagalog right now. Una na, and then we will do the Tagalog first. And then if you want the English, please stick around. The Tagalog will last about, this is quite long. So maybe we'll do the English first for now because the English is shorter. Okay, I'm gonna do English as it is shorter than the Tagalog. So I believe that we have non-Tagalog speakers here or non-Filipino, so we'll do Tagalog. We'll do English rather. Sorry. Okay, and we're gonna activate probably the English. Okay. Oh, we can do the Tagalog, the Filipino. Okay. All right. Let's start. So again, my name is Christine. Welcome to Forsage Tron, and this is how you will make how you can make money online doing cryptocurrency with Tron Forsage. It's a cryptocurrency. It's a Tron as a digital money like Bitcoin and Ethereum and many more. Okay, please enjoy. Sit back and relax and enjoy the presentation.
Welcome to Forsage, a fully decentralized and immutable crowdfunding platform for any purpose. While this statement may not mean much to you at the moment, we are certain that by the end of this short video, you will surely understand the financial power this technology offers that did not exist just a few short months ago. Forsage could not have been more perfectly timed. It originally launched on the Ethereum network in January 2020, about a month before the global health crisis. It will take years to understand the full scope of the economic devastation, but without question, there are currently millions out of work and in desperate financial need. Small businesses are likewise paying a heavy financial price during this crisis. This is why Forsage will soon prove to be the single greatest financial lifeline to help millions through this worldwide crisis and beyond. We fully understand that your time is valuable and in short supply. You are most likely nervous about your current financial situation and fearful of the future. That's precisely why we created this video and are encouraged that you are here. Forsage recently released this PDF document that fully explains their platform, but we know that you probably don't have the time or energy left to fully absorb its powerful contents. Therefore, sit back, relax, and let us quickly explain the most important information you could be receiving right now. Let's start with the big picture, and then we'll drill down to the details. What is Forsage? It's a peer-to-peer crowdfunding platform that utilizes Tron to transfer payments from a contributor to a campaign. Why Tron? Because of its inexpensive transaction fees and support of smart contracts in its protocol. Smart contracts are automated agreements between parties based on an if this, then that set of rules. If you ever logged into a website, you are already familiar with this concept. If you enter the correct password, then the site will grant you access. This contractual feature of Tron has endless applications. Any financial, legal, organizational, or procedural matter can be automated where human interaction is omitted from the contractual process and the agreement is recorded on the Tron blockchain. Forsage is crowdfunding technology, which is similar to Kickstarter, Indiegogo, GoFundMe, and countless others, but far from equal. Traditional platforms regulate campaigns, control funds, and retain a significant percentage fee for providing the service. Forsage, on the other hand, is a direct peer-to-peer or contributor-to-campaign service with zero cost. They do not regulate or control campaigns, and the funds raised can be used for any purpose. Let me say that again. You can raise funds for any financial need you may have without restriction. Forsage does not care who you are, why you need the funds, or set a time frame on any campaign. You can start today with the fundamental purpose of raising funds for your next meal. Additional contributions could pay for some of your urgent bills. As you begin to share this platform with others in need, who in turn start their own campaigns, those additional funds into your campaign could build up to pay all of your monthly bills, rent, mortgage, pay for repairs on your car, or buy a new vehicle, save for a vacation, start or expand a business, satisfy payroll, lease and insurance obligations, and the list goes on and on. Forsage literally means to give up or relinquish. The creators generously built the platform and gave it freely to the people. The automated Tron smart contract protocol is what establishes transparency and decentralized trust between users. Once it was deployed, it became immutable, which means it can never be changed by the creators. But what this really means is that no one on the planet can ever take away your ability to raise funds for any need, ever. This is crowdfunding 2.0, where these traditional services will soon be reevaluating their business model. And while Forsage is the first to think outside the box in crowdfunding, they certainly will not be the last. While you may not have ever heard of Forsage until today, as of the creation of this video, almost 1 million people have and have already launched their campaigns on the platform. The most confusion surrounding Forsage resides in fully understanding their platform. What you are looking at is the entire structure of their platform. It is divided into 3 programs, X3, X4, and X Gold. The confusion stems from what you cannot see from this view, which is what I'm about to explain. First, you will notice 15 slots, as Forsage calls them, in each of the programs, with a specific amount of Tron associated with each slot. This ranges from 100 Tron to about 1.1 million Tron in the X3 and X4 programs, and 200 Tron to 1.3 million Tron in X Gold. When you launch your campaign on Forsage, the smart contract automatically separates your 400 Tron into each of the programs respectfully. The purpose of this is to unlock the first slot in each of the programs. Your campaign can now receive an endless number of contributions in each of these slots. Let me say that again so you don't miss its importance. For the rest of your life, you now have the ability to generate funds for any purpose that can never be taken away from you. Looking at the X3 program, when you receive 2 100 Tron contributions, you can direct those funds towards unlocking the second slot, which now allows you to receive 200 Tron contributions, or twice the amount of Tron as slot 1. The same process occurs in X4. And you can even take funds from one program to unlock the next highest slot in another. The goal here is obvious. You want to receive larger and larger contributions of Tron, which simply translate into aggregating as much Tron as possible for your campaign that can in turn be exchanged for fiat currency and spent as you wish. This is the 30,000-foot view of what Forsage is really all about. For about the cost of a fast food meal, you instead decide to launch a campaign with those funds. And as you work through this unlocking process, you progress from receiving a few dollars worth of Tron to hundreds, thousands, and eventually tens of thousands of dollars worth of Tron again and again. It's really that simple. The smart contract automatically includes your campaign in each of the X3, X4, and X Gold platforms, but it's entirely your choice which platforms best fit your campaign's needs and goals. Now let's drill down to more of the specifics of how this technically works and clear up all the confusion encircling the structure of the Forsage platform. We're going to take a look at slot 1 in the X3 program, but everything you are about to learn applies to all the slots in all 3 programs. Forsage maintains anonymity with its users through only identifying them with an ID number. Here you see ID number 1, which was the very first Tron-based campaign launched on the platform in September 2020. At the time of this screenshot, you can see ID number 1 received 249,000 Tron with the associated USD value. Clicking on the right or left arrows scrolls through the various slots. It is this graphical structure with circles and dashed lines that is causing all the confusion. When people see this, they automatically think matrix. Do you notice that ID 2 occupies 2 of these contributor records? Keep that in mind. While there are relational connections between contributors and campaigns, Forsage should not be confused with a matrix. The history function holds the key to unlocking this mystery. Next to the up or down arrows, which scroll forward or back in history respectively, you will notice the number 1198. This records how many times this exact structure you are looking at, and nothing more, has been reset. If we click the down arrow, we go back in time. But wait a minute, why is ID number 2 occupying yet another of these contributor records, and the other ID numbers are not in any chronological order? Or if we keep clicking the down arrow to the very beginning of ID number 1's campaign, where is ID number 3? This is a snapshot of ID number 1's slot 1 list of contributions. At the bottom of this list are the first 3 contribution transaction records shown on the previous screen from ID number 2, 4, and 5. But just in a spreadsheet format. But look at this vertical list of IDs. As you work up the list from the bottom, again, we see that ID number 3 is missing, along with ID number 6. If Forsage was truly a matrix, these ID numbers would be listed in chronological order with absolutely no gaps. Let's take another look at this structure, but this time from a different perspective. Imagine you are ID number 2 and launched a campaign on Forsage. Awesome, you just received your first contribution. That Tron contribution will equate to unlocking 50% of your next highest slot, as previously discussed. The next contribution your campaign receives will equate to the other 50%. You now have 100% of the Tron needed to unlock your next highest slot, which in this example is slot number 2, where the smart contract will automatically do so upon sending it peer-to-peer to ID number 1 in this case. When the third supporter contributes to your campaign, which goes to ID number 1 in this example, the smart contract automatically resets this slot. Now every contribution your campaign receives in these first 2 record locations from this point forward can be utilized as you see fit. You can use them to unlock other slots in either X3, X4, or X Gold, or send the funds through your Tron exchange and convert it to fiat currency and spend it. When the third contribution comes in, again, these slots reset, allowing for more contributions. Now let's walk through this process once more. Only this time, I want you to visualize it 3-dimensionally. Here is the first contribution to your campaign, utilized for unlocking 50% of your next slot. The second provides the other 50% where the smart contract automatically unlocks the next slot. The third resets the slot, creating an entirely new structure. Now the contributions are directed into your campaign. And the third contribution resets the slot, thereby creating another new structure. Now, what is the connection between all of these repeating structures? Time. This structure resets again and again, allowing you to receive an endless number of contributions that you now have full control of how you wish to utilize the funding. Congratulations. Here's your first award because you now understand this better than most people. The X4 structure is a little different, but automatically works in the exact same way. The first two contributions go to ID number 1 in this example. The next two unlock your next highest slot. The fifth goes directly into your campaign, and the sixth resets the slot by sending the funds to ID number 1 in this example. Once unlocked, all three of the contributions in blue go directly into your campaign. And just like X3, the X4 structure resets again and again, allowing for you to receive an endless number of contributions that you have full control of how you wish to utilize the funding. X Gold simply expands on the X4 structure, where there are 30 contribution records that automatically work in a similar way. The first two contributions go to ID number 1 in this example. Your campaign receives 20% of each contribution in the next series of transactions. It will receive 30% of each contribution in the next series, and 50% of each contribution in the final series. And at the far right of the final series of transactions, you will see two reset contributions, each of which account for 50% of the exact structure's reset and go to ID number 1 in this example. And just like X3 and X4, the X Gold structure resets again and again, allowing for you to receive an endless number of contributions that you have full control of how you wish to utilize the funding. As a reminder, the smart contract automatically includes your campaign in each of the X3, X4, and X Gold platforms, but it's entirely your choice which platforms best fit your campaign's needs and goals. Now, when you look back at this overall view of the X3 program in Forsage, or any of the programs for that matter, two things should come to mind. The first is that these circles and lines are not positions in some matrix, but rather just a record of contribution transactions in the spreadsheet view and where those funds are going. We know this from previously witnessing ID number 2 occupying 2 of these locations. In fact, ID number 2, or any ID number for that matter, can occupy any or all of these contribution locations depending on how fast they themselves are resetting. The faster they reset their contribution slot, the more times they will appear. This was verified when ID number 2 occupied multiple contribution locations in the ID list. If this is so, then that technically means that any ID can fall into any or all of these locations based on reset frequency. But most importantly, because there are only a record of contribution transactions, not a representation of some matrix placement. Additional support of this truth is that ID number 2 shows up quite often in ID number 1's list of transactions. as shown in this small snapshot of ID number 1's contribution records. The second thing that should now be blatantly obvious is that this demonstrates proof that Forsage is not a matrix. If it's not a matrix, then it can't be a pyramid. If it's neither a matrix nor a pyramid, then it can't be multi-level. And due to the fact that every contribution transaction is executed automatically through the smart contract protocol, which is openly recorded for everyone on the planet to see on the blockchain for themselves, Forsage cannot possibly be a Ponzi, as the automation and transparency alone defies the very definition. Are you ready to learn what Forsage technically is? Well, now that you are keenly aware to visualize the structure three-dimensionally, the Forsage structure is simply a histogram, which is nothing more than a graphical representation of a data set over time. Or in their case, a more engaging visual way to understand the mundane contribution transaction list over time. Here's your second award, because you now understand Forsage better than 90% of its own users. If you want to see verified documentation of any transaction, simply click the link next to any contribution wallet address, and you will be taken to TronScan, which resides outside of Forsage, where all Tron transactions are openly recorded. This provides full transparency that every contribution truly is transmitted peer-to-peer or contributor to campaign and completely untouched by human interaction. Now you may be asking yourself why. Why go through all this trouble? Why not just stay with the old model, like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and GoFundMe? For one, these platforms take 5 to 8% or more out of the raised funds for themselves for providing the platform. They have total control over these funds and regulate campaigns. You need to compete with other campaigns for funds. If these platforms don't agree or like what you're raising money for, they retain the right to end your campaign at any time. If you do not raise enough interest to meet your target goal, your campaign is canceled and they return the funds, although they financially benefit from them until that point. There is also a significant cost in developing the campaign description copy and supportive materials, such as videos, graphics, data, research, business plans, and prototypes. Forsage simply came up with a better solution to crowdfunding. They built an automated system using the trusted off-the-shelf technology of Tron's smart contract protocol. They don't take a percentage for themselves. They relinquish control of the platform to its users. They'll never cancel a campaign and don't care what your funding need may be. There is also zero cost for the users, as they never have to spend all that time and money competing with others for funding. Additionally, Forsage specifically built the structures we just extensively discussed as a way to incentivize contributors to send funds to your campaign. This is the driving force and brilliance, I might add, to their crowdfunding solution. Think about it. Why would you contribute to someone's campaign? Why are you watching this video? Because someone shared Forsage with you, and you can now launch your own campaign, and no one will ever question what you're using the funds for. And why would anyone now contribute to your campaign? Because they've been informed by you that Forsage exists, and they can in turn launch their own campaign and raise funds for whatever their need, goal, or dream may be. This technically reverses the one-way street of traditional crowdfunding platforms where funding only flows into campaigns. Forsage, on the other hand, is creating a two-way street where both the campaign and contributors equally benefit. This is simply a much better solution to the hurdles of raising funds for any purpose and allows for crowdfunding to be far more widespread and viewed much differently. It's crowdfunding 2.0, where everyone benefits. And that's why it should be very clear to you now why they created these structures. When one person tells another who is otherwise unaware of this platform, the recipient of that information benefits as they can launch their own campaign. In return for sharing the platform, a supporter with the second campaign benefits the first by way of a contribution. This creates a two-way street where both campaigns benefit by helping each other in this new era of crowdfunding, where errant human decisions and centralized control are entirely removed from the process. You now understand this platform better than 95% of anyone who's ever even heard of Forsage. But to complete your mastery of this new era of crowdfunding, we need to visit one final topic. All of the technology, smart contracts, and various program structures ultimately drill down to one singular purpose: acquiring Tron to fund campaigns. The following is for illustrative purposes only. No claims, promises, or guarantees of funding are being made. We have saved you the time and effort of reading and fully understanding the marketing document released by Forsage discussed at the very beginning of this video. But one page from that PDF shows these charts, and it's very important to not get distracted by what they suggest. Technically speaking, they represent the math of funds received once you unlock all of the levels in the various X3, X4, and X Gold programs. And each structure has reset once thereafter. They show each of the 15 slots, the amount of Tron required to unlock each slot, which then translates to contributions, the amount of Tron funds received once each structure has been filled and reset once, along with the associated USD value when Tron trades for 3.5 cents, as is noted at the bottom. However, by the time your campaign unlocks all 15 slots in any of these programs, the lower slots, such as 1, 2, 3, and 4, etc., will have reset multiple times. Therefore, while these charts may be fun to look at, in practice, they provide little to no benefit. We also feel they may steer you away from knowledge that is far more important to fully understand. And instead, we want you to stay laser focused on Tron. Briefly, Tron is a cryptocurrency that was launched in 2017 and had its share of initial deployment issues like many coins, but has since proven itself and has become one of the top digital currencies by filling a massive void in the crypto space of providing ultra-fast transactions with incredibly low fees. We are talking about transactions confirming in seconds for just a couple pennies. This is obviously very disruptive to traditional banking institutions, but it also puts the cryptosphere on notice that they cannot take 10 to 30 minutes to confirm a transaction at a cost of $10 to $15, as can be the case with Ethereum of late, especially if you're only trying to send $5. Why is this important for you to know? Because your campaign receives funding in the form of Tron, not fiat currency, such as the dollar, euro, yen, or ruble. These are all inflationary currencies that are quickly losing value and purchasing power, especially in this current global economic crisis. While you will certainly take some of your Tron, convert it to your country's fiat currency and spend it, you may also consider holding on to some of it. What if, over the next couple of months, the popularity of Tron drove its price up where it was trading at twice its current price? Do you think the dollar will provide twice its current purchasing power over the same time frame? Probably not, as it has lost value every year over the past century. What if Tron tripled in value? What if it traded 5 or 10 times its current price based on a broader usage stemming from its cheap and fast transactions? Tron's all-time high is 30 cents, and it currently has a market cap of over $2 billion. The point you should not overlook is that your campaign funds will certainly help with any current economic pain you may be experiencing, but also carry the potential to skyrocket in value while all other fiat currencies are crumbling. As everyone else is silently becoming more financially burdened with the loss of value in their respective fiat currencies, you will be actively acquiring tremendous amounts of Tron that will significantly alter the trajectory of your financial future. Congratulations, you've become an expert on Forsage and now possess financial insight the world is frantically searching for. It's time for you to provide a solution to the economic pain most everyone you know so desperately needs. Forsage is crowdfunding 2.0 and the economic lifeline of 2020 and beyond.
Okay, there you go, guys. I just want to show you one more thing before you go. Just a what you call this, an example of computation, just in case that you want to join this marvelous and brilliant idea or brilliant system of Forsage Tron. I just want to show you this. Okay, let me go to my entire screen. Okay, and I will show you this. Just for example, that you want to join, okay? As I said, for only 600 pesos, if you are using pesos or peso, all you need is 600 pesos, okay? That would be level 1 for X3, level 1 for X4, and we're gonna have the X gold for 200. So that would be actually, although if you see X3 and X4, okay, X3 and X4 level 1 and level 2, you got 600. For 600 pesos, you just multiply that. So for example, we got 100 and 200, so that another 100, 200 for X3 and X4, and that totals to 600 plus 15 TRX only. These are number of TRX plus 15, so you got 615 TRX, and you multiply that to whatever country you are from. If you're using peso, you multiply this to peso. Okay, I have an example here. If I will multiply that to in peso, 120 peso for 1 tron, I should get 615 times 1.20. That is only 700. This is peso. 738 pesos. Okay. And we just add Sorry about that. There's a technical glitch. Okay. So if you guys have any question, I hope you saw that last part that I show how much you need. It's only $17 or 780 pesos. You can already start your business with Tron. Okay. And you can make passive income. Okay. When you say passive, even if you're sleeping, you are making money. Why? Because you got other people. When you refer it, that person will refer, will also start their campaign. The other person will start their campaign. And every time, you will be rewarded with commissions. Okay? So maybe you will make it for one person if you have level one and level two. Like I said, when you start with 750 pesos, you will have level two. And every time somebody will join your campaign or contribute to your campaign and also buy 750 pesos, you will make also the same thing. Okay? You will earn in terms of Tron, in the form of Tron. You will gather Trons, and then later you can convert that into peso or dollars. Okay? And you can withdraw it, but you have to leave some there. Okay? So if you have any questions, you can post it on the comment right now. If not, you can contact me on my Facebook. I'll put the link below. And if you need help on this in this campaign, don't hesitate to message me. Maybe we can help you. And actually, I want to give a bonus for anyone who will join between now and October 15. Whoever will join between this time, October 10 and 15, will get a bonus of 100 trons from me. Okay? So you will not only get 600 trons, you will also get extra 100. So you'll get 700 trons. So you multiply that with peso, it's like I gave you 130 pesos. Okay? That's my bonus to you if you join between October 10 and October 15. Okay? If it's in dollar, you just convert that. Okay? So that's it. Thank you so much for being here. And if I can help you with this, please don't hesitate to message me. Okay? Thank you so much, guys, for dropping by. I really appreciate. Thank you, and see you guys again soon. Bye bye.